we have here, coming this November 28th, is Miss Bikini Philippines. If you're familiar with, formerly it was owned by Simmersworld.
Yeah.
Since 2008. We've acquired it from Simmersworld. We aim to continue the legacy. The trademark of Miss Bikini Philippines is that it's like the launching pad where great, beautiful, and fit and healthy candidates are discovered and go on to bigger and better things, bigger pageants. We're not the biggest pageant, but we go on. I mean, if you know, Janisel, Tim Masuat, yung iba ba? We have CJ Opiasa, we have Cesar Ortiz, lots of familiar names. And it's not yet clear now, but the winner will be competing in an international pageant. Tito Rogel is the one running it for us, Tito Rog from KL. And he's talking with some parties with regards to competing because Pro Media sister companies are connected to health, fitness. We have a health food brand called Athlete's Bite. We have a beauty brand called Ultra Beauty. It has ultra wide, ultra young, ultra slim. We're also very much the directors of Pro Media are very into fitness and nutrition and working out. So some of you have known me for many years. Notice that I've lost 30 pounds and gained
Yeah.
some muscle because I work out every day now. Health is wealth, and so that's something we want to advocate with this beginning. We will continue the legacy, but we will take it to the next level. This is we had a little bit of a short notice here, November 28th, but we didn't want to go another year without a Miss Bikini. Last year they took a break. Slimmers World at the time decided they didn't want to continue it anymore, and so that's when we came in and talked to them and negotiated for the acquisition. But we didn't want to skip a second year because the brand is very valuable. And so even if it's going to be a smaller pageant compared to what they had in the previous years, I think in the past it's always been before performing arts. But this year to be in AFP theater, it's just that so long as we're able to run a good pageant and be providing industry quality, so long as we have a good cash price, for everyone's information, it's 300,000 cash. Not cash and price, but in cash. 300,000 cash plus prizes. And then the second prize is 200,000 cash prizes, and the third prize is 100,000 cash prizes. But the big story here is 300,000 in cash, which I think even the bigger pageants, that's an amount that's comparable, right? Now, the question is why is Miss Can, Hong Can here? If you're familiar, if you follow her story, which you have, she's made history, right? As someone from Vietnam winning an international title. Beautiful, smart, very Filipino at heart. She considered this her second home. I think some would argue that she has more Filipino fans than Vietnamese fans because Filipinos love her so much. She goes to the mall by herself, wearing glasses, and then Filipinos recognize her because they follow. One thing that you might not know is that she's very into fitness and health and really working on her getting toned. She has several Instagram photos with a six-pack. She lifts heavier than me with her squats. Squats is when you bend down for your glutes, your backside. She does. She I think deadlifts heavier than me. So deadlift is good for your lower back. She lifts heavier than me. You'll be surprised. She also has a 22-inch waist, which is very small. So and yet fresh face, beautiful, but also strong. Strong is the new sexy. Diba? That's what we have. Strong woman is a sexy. This bikini is not just a pageant, but it's a bikini pageant, meaning no one piece, no semi two piece. This is really a two piece because we're there to promote, a healthy, fit figure. Because as you said, health is well. So I think our hashtag is beauty, brains, and bikini.
Beauty brings and bikini.
Ano lang?
Um,
Notification.
we have someone who has a beauty, and we also have someone with brain, but
Para
also someone
makatanggal.
who has that. And bikini is a symbol for fitness.
Pag
A good figure is reflective of
di
it.
ba?
You can be slim, but doesn't mean you're
May
fit.
mute.
Fit means it's tone. Fit means it's strength. There are several who are slim because they're just slim, pero medyo soft, skinny fat. We advocate
This big
someone
is sexy.
who really works on being strong.
Ito ano mo?
Okay, and she's here because for us she's the perfect spokesperson for a pageant who advocates being fit also. Fitness and beauty at the same time. Um, she also represents good Filipino traits. I mean, one thing I followed her because we are sponsored with Miss Earth. Me through Rufus, and then now with my other business called King Fu Express. It's a California style Chinese food. I'm still very involved with Miss Earth. We are friends with
Yan, sige, iba pa mo.
and when I was observing
Ay, wala.
her, even
Sa
from
ano
far
lang.
away with no one looking, you see that there's a genuine, authentic heart
Sa
for
settings yan
everybody.
later.
In fact, in one of the shoots I saw that there was an assistant with us, representative of Miss Earth during that shoot. And she had a hairband. Instead of giving the hairband, because we shoot yesterday, she even went her smile and put it on.
Okay lang mo, pabayaan mo lang.
And no one was watching. That was far away. He's a special person. He's a very Filipino. Filipinos, that's how we are. Very so. I think she's the best person to talk about what we're looking for here. She represents a beautiful, fit, intelligent, warm Filipino at heart.
Hindi mo makikita yun sa live. Ano nakikita yun?
And she's also here because there's a lot of interest in her. A lot of companies are interested in maybe working with her.
Okay lang yan, okay
We
lang
have
yan.
clothing brands, we have restaurants, we have some beauty brands that have been approaching us wanting to offer it. And because the Philippines loves her, and I think she loves the Philippines also, it's not far-fetched that she might make this a second home or maybe shuttle back from Vietnam to the Philippines, Vietnam to the Philippines. We're actually looking into finding her a place to stay here so she can spend more time with us. Promote Miss Bikini and some of our other. So with that, I'll turn it over to everybody.
One question.
Yes.
What was the reason why Slimmers World gave up Miss Bikini Philippines?
Miss Bikini Philippines, if you really, if you know Slimmers World, their main business is really their chain of gyms,
Gyms,
and skincare and health services. And Miss Bikini was a platform for them to promote their because they have different machines. We're good friends with also the owners and the marketing department of Miss Bikini because Rufus was also a supporter.
Sure.
We provide
Sure.
food for many
Sure.
years.
Para kasi,
The reason why is because number one, it was a marketing expense. They weren't running the pageant really for profit. Because a lot of pageants are really running it as the business
Yeah.
itself. Miss Bikini, Slimmers World was using it as a marketing tool, meaning it was more of an expense. It wasn't done. That's why I think among all pageants they house the girls in hotels for a much longer period of time, and they really invested in giving the girls or giving girls treatments, skin treatments, swimming treatments. They would go around the gym. It was a very big marketing expense.
Okay.
Considering they also had great bodies,
Yeah.
which fulfilled that need to promote their brand. So I think it's more of a business decision. And when we were talking to them, it was it's like giving up a baby, a daughter, like me. I recently sold the company I built for 15 years. But there's a time that you have to set your daughter free to someone who can take care, like Limbu or marriage. Like, when my 3-year-old daughter grows up, I have to give her the future husband because someone who can take care of her pet. I think that was the same with swimmers. That was the same with me and Rufus because I think the Villar group can take care of the brand more than I do. They have the muscle, financial muscle, and use the reach of all their buildings and malls and communities. Similarly, I think Slimmers is also very familiar with our event, Sean Roden Classic. I think the head of marketing competed in bodybuilding in one of our events. So we knew that we do our events out of passion. Our bodybuilding event has been ongoing for, it's the longest running. Sean Roden Classic has been running for I think 6 or 7 years, and it's the biggest, the most credible. So they saw that they were turning it over to someone who can take care of the brand. Admittedly, the pageant is not as big this year as how they ran it, only because we didn't have the luxury of time, but expect next year. And actually, with hindsight, expect next year to be a bigger event, especially since we're looking at probably a bigger. AFP theaters is okay, but we're looking at a much bigger venue next year.
How many candidates and what are the schedule of the pageants? When is the coronation?
I think the coronation is November 28. I think we're looking at 24 to 26 candidates. Do you remember? A lot of the details, Tito Rod is running. And medyo moving siya eh. Like there was a screening and then there's another screening. We are friends with a lot of the Vista locations. So the locations will be in Lakefront, Palazzo Verde, which is owned by the group. They'll be billeted in Mela Hotel, which is also owned by the group. There's a reason why we're here in Vista because we're friends with the group also.
Within your organization, how will the new Miss Bikini be set apart from the previous Bikini Philippines pageant that we
I think it will be, there's more of a focus on fitness. I think in the previous they had this, each candidate had to have this, parang, I forgot what they called it, but you know, no, the creative poses. We won't be doing that. I think there's some feedback that it's not as interesting. We will be having a workout shoot for the girls. It's more of really the reason why Pro Media is a fitness, sports, fitness, and entertainment company is because number one, the trend really in, for example, malls is less shopping and more experience, and events is really a way to expand the experience to give people new experiences. People shop online. People don't go to mall online. People pay more for experiences now versus a bag or clothes. It's more of making memories. So that's one of the reasons why I and my group, I have partners in Pro Media got into the events business to create memories. Number two, if you look at the trend of fitness and health, more gyms are opening. Anytime Fitness, for example, which is a friend of ours also, and UFC Gym, also a friend of ours, owns gym. More and more people are working out. More and more people are concerned about being healthy and looking good. It's a social media age, and people like to show their abs. People like to show, they have a nice backside, take selfies.
So why, as what he said earlier, you kept coming back here in the Philippines? Just not just because you're our former Miss Earth, but why? What is it with the Philippines that you kept coming back to?
I think there's some.
Someone?
I'm looking for the opportunity for me to work here because I feel that there's a connection between me and the Philippines. This play is a play that I will and I also just turn over the crown for the successor. And I love the people here. They look at me as a friend, as a family, and I think that is a good play for me to give it a try for the career.
So what specific path of your career are you looking into in coming back here?
I want to look more into like maybe commercial or promoting for some brand or being a judge as for Miss Bikini Philippines?
Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned that she's gonna be our judge. She's gonna be our VIP judge. Our guest judges. One thing I also didn't mention earlier is that she's very smart, very business minded, very ambitious, very analytical. And so I think it's not just endorsing, but I think it's business partnerships, something that we're looking at also. Her having a stake in one of the things that I've done after selling my business, I'm setting up different startups, and I'm looking. I mean, our group, we have a beauty products company, and we can talk about that. But she has a good head on her shoulders, and she's really looking for the future. At 24,
Yes.
she's really looking towards the future, and she takes many steps ahead. So it's very nice to see that it's really just a beauty, bikini, and business.
So we have our first Miss International and first Miss Universe all fell in love with a Filipino. Do you have a Filipino in your future? Will you be falling in love with a Filipino, or you have already fallen in love with someone?
I don't know. That would be life is very unexpected. Just see what's happening. So now we're
Are you dating anyone?
no, I
Too private.
yes, I'm very private in some of my personal life.
So how you will be one of the judges. You're the VIP judge of Miss Bikini Philippines. So what are you going to look for in a Miss Bikini Philippines winner?
As a value of the pageant is about beauty, brand, but also for their health and fitness. And I think that's that today women need to have because they need to love themselves, need to have a healthy lifestyle. And I want to see that value in the girl because they don't join to the pageant. They must have that value, quality, the ability to carry the crown and the message from the pageant to other people, to include. So I want to see that in the girl, and I believe that the winner that we will have the ability to carry it.
So what can you say to those who do not think that women wearing bikinis on stage is something that we should look forward to, especially if they think that it degrades women? So what can you tell them?
I believe that people have choice and they have different perspective, different opinion, and I respecting their opinion as well. But for me, as a woman, and they confident to show themselves, to perform themselves in the bikini because they're training themselves to be beautiful and they work hard for that. And if that's what they want, so we should respect that.
So how can we invite people, especially those who are still going to apply, ladies and women watching us now, how can you invite them or how can we attract them to join this Bikini Philippines 2019?
From if you say the message to all the women, to all the girls that they want to join the Miss Bikini, but they didn't have the courage. So please just join because when you come here, it's not like how confident you are to compete. It's like what you want and what you're willing to do to yourself. And for Miss Bikini Philippines, we not only like as a pageant, we try to make the girl to feel more confident, to training themselves, especially changing the lifestyle because we are young women sometimes we have not a good lifestyle. And here you will be surrounded with people in this environment. You know how to take care of yourself. You will too to make yourself better.
To add on to your question about that being in a bikini, some might feel that it degrades women. Coming from the bodybuilding industry, we have several bodybuilding competitions. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know the exact quote, but he talks about working on your body as if you're an artist. Like you need more shoulders, but then it's harder because artists need pain. But bodybuilding, you have to lift. Or, for example, you feel that maybe you need more curves. There's a way, and it's a lot of work. So it's really a work in progress. And I've learned this because I only started being serious. We've been running the bodybuilding competition for 6 years, but I only started working out seriously last year. And even prior to that, I was a little shy to take off my shirt. But then when you start working out and you see progress, that, okay, my tummy's getting smaller. It's not embarrassing. It's more of like how am I gonna work on this to improve? And so um, it's like an art. It's like an artist. It's like an artwork, but it's also like a project, like you're an architect or an engineer. But then you're working on your body and it's good for you, right? So there's no shame. It's actually self improvement, and no one should ever be ashamed of improving on themselves. Not just physically, but in all aspects. But as you say, you can look at it this way. Like your body is your temple, and your body is also the first thing that people see. And your body is also the first thing that makes you confident, right? Um, your body is also reflective of how healthy you are. And when you're healthy, you make good decisions. Your mind is clear. When you're exercising, it's very empowering. So, showing off what you worked hard on is empowering. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay.
We know that there's ongoing scheme for Miss Bikini Philippines. So may we know how's the response is as far as the number of
So far, we've had several come. We had a screening 2 days ago, and we have another screening this Saturday.
till the 16th, right?
16th, right? 16th, right? Yeah, 16. I was there. I was one of the members. I was one of the judges screening. We're seeing very, very good candidates. We're looking forward to seeing more. I think with your help, I think we need to get a lot of the write-ups out there. Right? Because the thing is, and I've judged. I'm also every year I'm also a judge for Miss Earth's bikini competition, swimsuit competition or form and figure. Apparently, they know that I have an eye for what looks good in a swimsuit. And what I'm seeing is that our standards here in terms of fitness is higher than some of the other pageants because it's a bikini contest. It's a bikini competition, a bikini pageant, and so we're very stringent on how you look in the bikini.
So just bikini. Can go.
Sige.
Can we expect Q&A here?
Yes, Q&A. It's still the standard pageant.
So typical pageant
There's
system.
more of a strictness when it comes to how your figure will look. Because the organizers are very into bodybuilding, so we can tell if a person works out, or we can tell if a person has a bad diet. And maybe there's time. I mean, if they pass a screening, they have a little bit of there's still time to work on their fitness.
Erica, you're a previous pageant contestant for Mr. and Miss Chinatown and Miss Philippines Art. What can you contribute to the new Miss Bikini Philippines organization?
What I can contribute here in Miss Bikini Philippines is like we want we have fair here. We are all fair here, and we want to encourage all the girls to be more confident with their face or with their body.
So based on your experience, what advice can you give those who are planning to apply in Miss Bikini Philippines?
Oh, my advice here is to just come here and screen for Miss Bikini Philippines, and don't worry about the just be confident.
Miss Pongkan, can you share us your secrets on how on having that Vavavoom bikini body?
22-inch waist.
Yes.
22 inches.
Before,
Ito mo naman nun. Ito mo naman. Oo.
Yeah, during the swimsuit, the Miss Earth, yeah, I remember.
before I was really fat when I was young, and then one day I just realized that I need to treat myself better. I need to love myself. So I started to go for diet, cardio, running every day, and then after that I'm thinking about I see women who have small waist look really sexy, Then I do the research, and they said the corset will help if you train yourself, and then your muscle grow, right? And if you do the corset, it will grow at the shape that you want. Then I wear the corset since I was 16, 15, around that time, and I know like I use their SSI one for exercise and also for sleeping and also
Okay.
for going out like with corsets all the time. And when you take out, you will have that shape for the body.
Any plans on the winners? Ano man, except for going to international, are you planning for them to be big star in the Philippines?
Depends. I guess it depends on the caliber. Well, we have a lot of sponsors. We have a lot of sister companies that we're working with Pro Media. Without going into the details of who my partners are, but we all have different brands also. Which the reason why for our involvement here is we're also looking for those who could be endorsers for our different brands. But yeah, aside from international, yes, we have friends in the showbiz world also. We've actually our company actually Pro Media. If you're familiar with Nadine Lustres H&M shoot, we were the ones who trained her to be in that kind of body. Laina, some of you met Laina Mondoniedo. She's our also an executive. She's not here. She's in the States now, but she also trained. She personally trained Nadine Lustres for that H&M shoot.
Or that became viral, yeah.
Yes, that's us. That's our company. So, we're looking for that. Again, fitness is very important for us, and so if we can find, if you're familiar with Noelle Fuentes
Yes.
Tuazon,
Yes.
she's Miss Scuba Philippines, Miss Earth candidate. She had the best echo video. We are training her to compete for as a bikini athlete in bodybuilding now. Bodybuilding, she's flying to Tokyo to compete. She won last time. She competed in the Philippine Show of Strength recently. It's a bodybuilding competition also. She placed third. First competition she placed third. She's going to Tokyo now to compete also against different nationalities. So she's one. That's someone that we were actually sponsoring her training, her nutrition, her ticket, everything related to her wanting to compete abroad. So things like that. So we're looking for someone who can train. We can train and sponsor in that way, or give opportunity to be an endorser of some of our brands, or maybe work or partner. Depends. Like for example, if we find someone who's inclined to be in the food business, then maybe we can partner, joint venture with someone. With Can, we're actually talking because I think we're interested in doing business with her as a partner, not just as someone who endorses our brand.
How about the previous winner of Miss Bikini Philippines? Is she going to be involved as well in promoting?
We are through Tito Roger. We are asking them to join some of the activities and maybe judge some of the pre-pageant and pageant.
Okay.
So that's Tim, TJ. I don't know Janice personally.
She's in the States.
She's in the States. But yeah, there's several names that Tito Roger mentioned that he wants to be a part of our pageant.
Yes. Can you tell us about
So what's the main focus again of
It's beauty, health, fitness.
Health and fitness.
Our hashtag is
Beauty, brain, and
Brain,
bikini.
bikini representing health and fitness, not just like the outfit, but diba, when you have it's confident, it's health, it's being in shape, and it's being emotionally, physically. It's a symbol lang. Bikini is a symbol. It's not just physical.
During the pageant, there is long-term competition, international possibilities.
We will have to check on that now. The rush was in detail. We can send it to you. But we do have one free pageant day, which will have it's a moving target and but of course you'll all be there, diba? Right? But I think Erica can send the final details of what the activities are. Just have to confirm with the talent, I'm not sure. Let me check. Medyo short time kasi, so maybe next year. For some activities that we don't have this year, maybe next year will be
What about costumes, regional costumes? Will you be having that as well?
I'm not sure.
This is the previous Miss Bikini Philippines
Yeah,
Philippines.
Marami. I think it's more of really that we don't have the luxury of time. We just need to run it. Plus, November 28th to December na, people are busy. So, it was a kind of quick decision. And we just realized we want to do it this year, no matter what it takes. So, if there's anything missing this year, for sure we'll have it next year.
Final message na lang siguro to ask for candidates to to the last
Qualifications, the requirements.
And invite them to for last screening this Saturday.
requirements,
Well,
Erica.
invite them, and then I think Erica, do you have that? Huh?
Yeah.
You have this.
Yes. She can.
And also the price at stakes pala.
Qualification, Erica, requirements.
Sinabi na ba how much na?
Marami tayong
Please
nakalagay.
go to Miss Bikini Philippines on
Facebook
Facebook
page.
and Instagram. Instagram wala pa masyadong info except the requirements.
Is it the same Facebook page?
Yeah,
Yes,
So
we
you-
just removed Stimmers World na. But the same. So you'll see as you scroll down the old photos from
I
2017.
checked it a while ago. Yes.
Yeah. Kasi it's important for us to continue the legacy. So this is full of
Sino major
history.
sponsors nila?
That's why you're right.
Stimmers pa rin.
Invite them so everyone knows. Kasi
Under
parang when a pageant ends forever, like it doesn't feel good for someone who wants it. There's no more, right? Like I was there, and people say, "What is that pageant? It's dying." So it's also giving honor to those who in the past won, and so we wanna go back and bring that to the forefront. That this is the same pageant that's produced this. That's they advocated the same things. They as well advocated the same thing. We're just taking it to the next level in fitness. So please invite, and then Erica, you'll give the details.
I'm inviting everyone to go to the screening on November 16th at Vista Shop.
Actually, she should invite, and then you give the details.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone. I would love to invite all the girls. Just be more confident and apply to the Miss Bikini Philippines 2019 because this is a chance for you to conduct yourself and be confident. You will feel how you transform yourself after the pageant as well.
Date, time, venue.
Details will be by Erica.
Yeah. Well, then the next screening, same venue.
The next screening will be on November 16 at Vista Shop Boulevard, Mandaluyong Function Room. And there should be 17 to 25 years old, single, never been married, know how to speak the Filipino language, and possess beauty and proportionate body.
Hindi pa ako pwede dyan.
So what about for single couples? Are they allowed to join? Or
Siya din, ang di ba?
They're not.
you're not? She did not mention. As long as they never been married and never had a child.
So have previous screening before na? Nakailang screening na kayo?
Ilan na yun?
We've had one screening, but I know the Royal screening on his own.
Okay.
So at KF, I think, and then we've had one business show. We'll have a second one business. And then I know he's also screening on his own for Visayas and Mindanao. We bring in Visayas and Mindanao.
For national, ano na siya, screening.
Nationwide.
Yeah, nationwide pageant. We have to. I think we're shouldering the tickets and housing them in I think in a condo in several condo units. So at least represent.
How many candidates yung target niyo po?
24, 26.
24, 20.
Okay, around that.
Okay.
I think meron na, but let's just give them an updated list na lang and dates because I think I saw it in the mail. Yeah. The press con is final na. Yeah, we can invite you. The press con is when?
I'm inviting everyone to come and join us on our press conference with the candidates on November 19th.
19.
Yes.
Where? At?
Minus Charot lang.
Palazzo Verde.
Lakefront Lakefront.
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 Lakefront is
Saan bang Lakefront?
Ah,
Kala ko Laguna. So November 19 yung first presentation.
press presentation.
Mga what time kaya?
So there's going to be a shuttle.
Kasi update na lang.
Erica will inform us. Don't
Oo
worry.
naman.
Magaling yan.
I think we're providing transportation.
Ito siya.
Siya, guys. Sabi dito, Roger. Sabi dito, Roger.
Grabe ka naman.
Sa Korea pa kasi ako.
Ay, wala ka na.
Can we take your stand up and